MRIN is the groundbreaking digital marketing
This
platform
is Marin Software.
Google, Facebook, Amazon, and more. The strength of MRIN.
This is a roller coaster. Looking at the roller coaster and Marin Software side by side would suggest that they are basically the same, but for one difference. Roller coasters typically have safety harnesses. Hi again everyone, I hope you're all doing really well. I have to apologize that my normal microphone's actually broken, so I have to use the one based on my headset. So hopefully it's not too bad. I'll have to get a new one soon. Obviously the theme of this video is to look once more at Marin Software. For many of the faint-hearted, they may have likely already exited this crazy roller coaster ride, which in the past saw the stock jump by almost 1,500% in a space of days, from below the $2 mark to as high as $27 per stock, only to spike down to its current stock price of $5.18 per share. Catalysts for this wild ride have been a somewhat successful short-term short squeeze, which was further spurred on by positive developments around expanding the company's MRIN platform to include Instacart, and the hope that the company's financial fortunes were on the upward. As fast as Marin Software rocketed up, it has since dropped down. That was despite earnings being about in line with expectations, as well as a further tidying up of their previously distressed books occurring. But I suppose that was expected beyond the veil of excitement brought on by the short squeeze. While the stock has continued to decline, it is hard to ascertain how low it will actually go. Personally, I would expect it to stay above the pre-short squeeze levels. However, the company's announcements of the mixed shelf offering since their results came out may cast further questions over this happening. So what I'm going to do with this video is have a look at the latest stock movements through a bit of a technical analysis and statistical analysis, discuss the mixed shelf offering and what I think it might mean for the stock, and I'll finish with giving my views on what I plan to do with the small position I am still holding in Marin Software, which is currently about $2 a share in the red. But before I do that, I want to quickly remind new viewers here that I'm planning on setting my channel up as a social enterprise going forward, meaning that I want to use the money raised from YouTube advertising to support a range of good causes that I feel passionate about. I think it's a unique way to make a difference. Rather than people donating money, people are supporting the causes simply by watching videos like this one. So I want to encourage people to sign up to the channel and support this initiative. We're already getting quite close to the 1,000 sub mark, so thank you to everyone who has joined up so far. With that out of the way, let's get into this Marin Software update. Quickly to start with, here is the astronomical rise of the stock. From below $2 a stock just over 2 months ago, we saw an astronomical rise in the stock price where it peaked at just above $27. And since then, there has been a gradual but yet at times rough ride down. These lines all represent various marks I had tried to put on the stock, including an outdated analyst prediction of $14 per stock and an upper and lower trading band, which was not realized for long, between $11.90 and $7.60 per stock. Zooming in a little closer, it's been a fairly steady and consistent decline for the stock since its last sharp rally at the end of July. The other indicators I have been using for trading opportunities have not been showing me much love in recent times, with the RSI basically clinging to the lower bound and a similar trend happening in the Bollinger Bands. Also, in another bearish sign for the stock price has largely been below all three moving averages for the past fortnight. The decline in the stock price matches the decline in interest in the stock, which is very clear through the vanishing trading volume since the short squeeze frenzy. The volume has basically just vanished. A big feature of the Marin Software story has been the recent short squeeze play. Looking at the latest data, it is clear to see that it has more or less dissipated. The short's borrow fee, while still very high compared to most stocks, is now only 57%, where at the height of the short squeeze was over 200%. Also, the stock at its peak was the most shorted stock on the market, with over 40% of its outstanding float being shorted. This is now only at 5%. Being below 10% means it is no longer considered a highly shorted stock. Interestingly, the shorts volume has remained quite high, but this is largely traders taking advantage of the sliding price in recent times. The shorts traders have clearly been having a good couple of weeks. Given the small stock float, the nature of the short interest can very quickly change, and there is a lot of people trading short positions who could get caught out if there was to be a sustained flip in the stock price. But at this stage, there is no sort of signal of that happening anytime soon. So the other major item I want to talk about is Marin Software's mixed shelf offering, which was announced just following the announcement of their June quarter results. So firstly, what a mixed shelf offering is a form of equity raising that a company can access in small packages as they need it. It's a flexible way to raise equity when it is needed to fund business activities as they occur. It is a cost-effective way to raise equity as needed rather than having multiple capital raisings for individual projects. Given the small scale of the company, this is a good way to raise equity. However, it is one that will make investors begin to feel extra cautious. If the equity raising is used to fund solid growth activities, it will be good for investors as it's expanding the company. However, if it is not utilized effectively in this manner, it would mean the assets and earnings attributed per share will be spread thinner as there will be a dilution effect. So really, we're hoping that the money raised is used to grab productive assets or at least expand the offering of the Marin One platform. Given that the company has a market cap of less than $100 million, this would massively dilute shares if executed without any earnings growth being achieved. However, given that Marin Software has relatively intact financial statements and are not over leveraged, this makes me believe that the mixed shelf offering has been established for them to pursue growth opportunities, which makes me feel more optimistic about the outlook for the company. This all makes me think there is likely to be some bullish company news on the horizon, such as an expansion of their Marin One platform, or even a possible product acquisition that complements their current offerings and diversifies the income stream of the company. So it is a space worth watching. So in terms of final thoughts, it's hard to see how low the stock price is going to fall based on the trading technicals. It does seem that the short squeeze play is over, at least for now. And on the mixed shelf offering, I think this looks like it's going to be used to fund future growth opportunities. So I'm not totally deterred by the announcement of this. In terms of the position in the stock I'm holding, it is down just over $2 per stock, but I'm not too worried as it's not a huge holding and doesn't make up a big part of my portfolio. Of course, I would love to see a bit of a bounce back in the price, but in the meantime, I'm not too fussed holding out the position and possibly trading and trying to capture more stocks in my holding just to expand the overall number of stocks I hold. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are we close to the bottom price point for the stock? Are you expecting any bullish news from the company on the back of the mixed shelf offering? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you want to see more Marin Software or other stock related updates, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you are helping to support the social enterprise initiative I'm hoping to turn the channel into in the near future, where just by watching videos, people are helping to support good causes at no financial cost. So I encourage you to be a part of all that. It's a good opportunity to use the power of YouTube for a social good. Anyway, until next time guys, may the markets trade in your favor. Cheers.